Hi, we're Beth and Tony, a British-American couple living in the UK. We recently spent 14 nights sailing the Spanish islands and mainland on board the Anthem of the Seas. In today's vlog, we're going to cover what we got up to in the ports of Barcelona, Valencia, Malaga and Cadiz.
We'll start with Barcelona, where things didn't go completely to plan for us. So we haven't been to Barcelona in like 15, 16 years.
Last time we came here, our eldest was 6 months old.
Oh, bless him. We're going to go out into Barcelona and see Barcelona things. Hola. Obviously there's not much to look at here in the port in Barcelona, but Virgin got a much better berth than us.
As they did in Ibiza as well. They clearly play more port taxis.
They did that in Ibiza as well. If you want to see that video, put it in the description down below. And we're also here with, I think that's Oasis of the Seas. And there's a Costa ship behind it. So there's lots of ships in today.
Busy.
As well as that famous ship, the Green Cadiz, from Santa Cruz to Tenerife. And we're going to be cruising Tenerife in October. Don't want to miss that.
We're going to take you to all our old haunts where we used to live.
Yep, so click that subscription bell. Subscription bell? Whatever.
And make sure you're following us on Instagram, Travelling with Teens Official.
That's right. And on Instagram, there's not a finger in the corner of your screen like you just saw.
Come on.
Right, so the gangway exit is now on deck 5 today.
We had planned to do quite a lot of sightseeing on this day. However, we didn't plan that well, as you'll soon find out.
And the exit is through the shop, because of course. That's a day pass, €5 day pass. All right, we're going to do that today then.
We'll do that. The buses will be cheaper, but the shuttle...
This is so much easier, it takes you right to the centre.
But the last bus comes back at like, I think 6:15 is the last one. That's
fine. What's that saying? If you lived here, you'd be home now?
Have you seen any
Virgin
signs?
Voyages. Looking very appealing. There's Christopher Columbus. I think he's pointing at our ship.
There he's going, go on Virgin, it's better. You park closer.
Here we are at the bottom of the Ramblas. So the Ramblas is that way.
Ramblas that way. You complaining about the tourists.
I know, tourists go home. Well, this is,
like,
tourists aren't going to come when it looks like this. This is what Beth was looking for, the Café del Opera.
Hola, buenas.
So Café del Opera is one of Beth's favourite places in Barcelona. In fact, Barcelona is her favourite city. And she always stops here for chocolate and churros.
It's probably a bit hot to do what though. It's really
It's
good.
amazing. The whole place is quite cool. There's an upstairs bit where you can come and look down on the Ramblas if you like. Amazing. €20. Less. So we're here at La Pedrera, which is a Gaudi designed apartment building, and we're going to go all the way to the top. We just waited in this queue and we bought tickets while we were in the queue for midday. The whole thing is costing us €81. Kids tickets go all the way to age 17, which is fantastic. Even the front door is nice. And the staircase, banisters. Going all the way up there.
Audio tours are included in the ticket price, so make sure you pick one up before you enter the building.
So apparently Gaudi himself is going to narrate this tour. It's sort of halfway up, you get this.
La Pedrera, or Casa Milà as it is also known, was built between 1906 and 1912. Gaudi was commissioned to build it by the Milà family, who would live in part of the building and rent out the rest as apartments. The attic is used to showcase Gaudi's ergonomic designs when it comes to furniture as well as architecture. Many of the techniques that Gaudi used in his designs were groundbreaking and are still used by architects today.
But the real highlight of visiting La Pedrera is up on the roof terrace, where you get views like this, and you can see more of Gaudi's stunning architecture up close. Up this high above Barcelona, you can see more of Gaudi's architecture, such as La Sagrada Familia, which we'll be visiting in a moment. It is absolutely stunning up here. Beth just said this is the best Gaudi attraction to come to in Barcelona to get a real idea of what he's done and have the space to see it. He made this for people to live in. That is made of old broken cava bottles. One of the things that we learned is that to make the door handles, he took a piece of clay and grabbed it and used that shape. I think that was amazing.
How red I am.
Yeah, it is very hot. All right, we're going to find a taxi and go to Park Güell. €11.40 for a taxi wasn't bad. So we're here at Park Güell, and like all these other people, we can't get in because it's sold out. €100 for a guided tour.
23 each.
For a park. Used to be free. Beth said, since when do you have to pay? Since 2013, we just found out. We are literally locked out of the park. It looks, well, looks like a park. Paying for a park is ludicrous. There's no rides in it. And it's €13 each without a tour, if you're lucky enough to get a ticket.
It used to be free because it's a park.
I think part of the thing is that we didn't research Barcelona because
we've been so many times. I know things change.
we didn't think a park would be limited capacity. I'm happy to pay to go in, but we didn't think it would be limited capacity to get in. Traveling with teens, we screw up our vacations so you don't have to.
Seeing this building never gets old.
No, it's absolutely
just
stunning.
You have to come and see it when you're
Even if you're only
Barcelona.
seeing the outside, is what we're doing today. Wow. So it is stunning. I just downloaded the app, which is the only way you can buy tickets, and it was over €100 for 4 of us to go in. I think we'll give it a miss. So that's the new bit on the left, it looks like anyway. I don't remember that. But we saw the best up close Gaudi thing.
Is more
personal.
Yeah. We've been inside La Sagrada Familia before, so we gave it a miss this trip, but we do recommend it highly if you are lucky enough to be in Barcelona.
But we only had a short time in Barcelona, and soon it was time to get back on the ship. Right, so I'm going to find out how much this port bus is, the municipal one, because the one back from Royal Caribbean, that queue is sick. It's ridiculous. It's €3 one way, so that would be €12 for all of us. Not going to happen. I mean, it's only like half a mile. That didn't take long, and we got seats. I was ready to stand the last time.
And it's cheaper than the port bus, because
Yes.
very often the port buses, the municipal ones, are cheaper, but not in this case.
No, the
So
port
this
bus
is the
was
cheapest way to
€6.50
do
per
it.
person. This was €5 return, and it's actually a day pass. We could have done it more than
Unless
once.
you park where Virgin Park, and then you can just walk.
Well
You
done,
can walk to
Curtis.
the Rambla, and you can walk to Mare Magnum Shopping Centre, but to go anywhere like Sagrada Familia or
You need a
La
taxi.
Pedrera, or Park Güell, you need a taxi and book your tickets ahead of time,
Please.
especially in the summer.
So we're in Valencia, where I've never been, or actually I've never sailed to or visited on land. And we are at sea-ish, waiting for the pilot. So we're not moving, we're just waiting to go in. Beautiful sunrise though. Oh, this is us actually pulling up, actually arriving. We're literally pulling up to the bumpers. Are they called bumpers? What are they called?
We were literally one of the first off the ship this morning, so we jumped in a taxi and headed into town. Our cab driver was really great. He told us that not that many ships visit Valencia.
So this used to be the old port, back when it was just for sacks of grain and things, before there was containers and cruise ships. What a nice cab driver. Right, we're going down this way. This is a beautiful place.
This is really nice.
This is gorgeous. So this is the Pamela hat. Cool sculpture. So we've been all over Spain. We used to live in Spain, we used to live in Malaga and in the Canary Islands, and this is a nice place, Valencia. We're getting a very good feel from it, just from the first few minutes of being here. Do you approve?
Very much so. It's really nice here.
And then we just stumble across this park, which is lovely. Okay, this is a bit different than the beach that we were on in Palma de Mallorca. It's huge. So there's our ship in the
People
background.
will go in the sea here.
Yeah, the cab driver said it's not really for swimming, but I think what he meant was it's not like in Palma de Mallorca.
Yeah.
But man, you could definitely find your place in the sand here.
Yeah, you're not going to struggle for a sunbed or some space.
And this paseo is gorgeous. This is the restaurant the cab driver talked about, La Pepica, which is, he said, the most well-known for paella, but he said they're all up and down here, all pretty much the same in terms of being great quality. I mean, he's right, they all look nice. Breakfast number 2. Wow, what a nice place. Valencia Emmons Cafe. Our ship.
I know, it's a
Look
good
at our
view
ship
of the
right there at the beach.
Just let people pass
That's
us.
cool. When we're in Spain in the summer, we always look up for Eleop because the air conditioning is amazing. The stuff inside is absolute tap, but the air conditioning is so strong. And I forgot to get a hat or bring a hat today, so €5, not bad. And I was looking for one of these, a remote control poo. You could put that on the deck, on the pool deck, and let it run around and watch people scream and run away. Look at that sand. It's like, you remember in the old days, like they had ashtrays
Yeah, with sand in them.
with sand in them that you could have by an elevator. Just gonna stop at this juice bar. Just have a chill on the beach. That's €20 for 4 smoothies. 3 of them are gonna have milk in them, which is called a batido, or a milkshake. But it's not a milkshake like we're used to in the US, or even the UK. It's a thinner thing. This beach, man, wow. This is called Playa Cabañal.
It's definitely worth coming and getting juice here.
Yeah, and well, that's the name of the beach, Playa Cabañal. This is called Beach Bowl. Definitely come here.
And the kids up for volleyball
There you go.
lessons as well. And looks like it's got milk in it.
Watermelon and banana.
That is so nice, it's so fresh.
So we're going to get a paella, I think a paella, or at least lunch, at that place that the taxi driver talked about. The most famous place here along the beach, which is closed. So we'll go back a few restaurants. Have a menu del dia.
Yes, please. Outside, please. Yeah, it's fine.
Our ship. Wasn't bad. €117 for paella. And desserts.
I'm not complaining.
And drinks. And a free pair of sunglasses.
Let's see.
Got some free sunglasses for spending over €100. Let's have a look.
Cute.
Oh, they're white ones. Let's try those on, Beth. Oh, they're not good for you.
No, they don't.
They look cool.
Not bad ones either, really nice ones.
It's got a little case and everything.
I look like an evil Bond villain. So this is the tram here in Valencia. Let's see where it goes. It might take us somewhere more interesting. I'm a bit confused. We're on number 8, but are we at Neptune or Maritime? We decided we could walk it
I'm getting a
in
bit fed up with
quicker
both
time
of
than to
you.
wait for the tram. So let's go see what more there is to Valencia.
We're going to get that all the way to the... What's wrong with that? It's nice, it's going to be air conditioned. I'm not paying that for a cab.
Pollos para llevar, takeaway chicken, roast chicken.
Designs change every year.
I wish I hadn't eaten already. I was just saying to Beth, this has turned into one of our best port days of this trip without trying. It's been really good.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's a nice station.
This is more of a city though. I think we just go to beach.
It's lovely here too. Valencia is just nice. And then we come across this castle, viaduct.
We can come for weekends. That looks like a bridge into the actual town up there. Look, so
It
you
does.
can already get
Look
up.
how beautiful it is and ornate
No,
at
because we'll get
the
to
gate
next
part.
station.
Well, this has been the nicest looking port we've been to all cruise. That's lovely. This is
Here you go,
so
Chris.
nice. This is so nice. This is what Barcelona should be like. And then just casually. Beth likes Valencia.
It's very nice.
Yeah, there's space and nice buildings and nice. Oh, nice finger. This is nice. Yeah, it is really clean and well kept.
College of Pharmaceutics. Pharmacy College.
Do you want to go in the cooling mist jungle? Right, I'm going to do it. I'm going to walk through it. There it goes. Here I go. Okay, here I go. I'm walking through. Oh, that's lovely. That's really nice. So helpful on a day like today. It's like a movie set. I think it might be the nicest place I've ever been to in Spain. When are we coming back to Valencia?
When our oldest comes here to university.
So I just asked, and there is no tram that takes you to the actual cruise port, which is where we're headed now. The closest it goes is Maritime, which is very, very far, which is where we were a little while ago. So we're going to grab a cab. So I know I'm probably boring you all. Forgive the bathrobe, I just had a shower. I know I'm probably boring you all, and I've said this before, but Valencia, A star, A plus for Valencia as a port. Fantastic, probably the best Spanish city I've ever been to. Obviously, if you dock here, the port area isn't much to look at. They don't do cruise ships as often as places like Barcelona or even Malaga, so it's not very pretty. But once you get into the city and on the beaches and in the city center, it's just stunning. Good morning and welcome to Malaga in Spain. We're about to dock. It's 7:15 in the morning, just about sunrise. We're going to explore Malaga this morning. Now I say explore, but we used to live in Malaga. Beth and I lived in Malaga for a little over a year, or just about a year actually, in the early 2000s. So we're going to be having a look and showing the teens, or in my case the teen, what Malaga's all about. Also, pro tip here on board the Anthem of the Seas, if you want to watch sail-in early in the morning, come down to the solarium. They will open it for you before 9 o'clock. It says 9 o'clock on the cruise compass, but they will open it for you before, so you can come down all by yourself and watch sailing from the front of the ship. And here we go, sailing into Malaga. So just up here on the sweet sun deck for sunrise. This is actually civil twilight because the sun hasn't broken the horizon yet, but we can get a great view of Malaga from here. Now, just to be clear, Beth and I did not live in Malaga city itself. We lived in Malaga province. We actually lived about half an hour that way, down a very dangerous motorway or highway in a town called Estepona, which was a lovely, lovely place to live. Let's go have a look at Malaga. Sorry, before we go, I just have to share this with you very quickly. Now, unlike a lot of ports on this trip, we are actually docked right here, so we can actually walk in easily to Malaga city center. There is a coach or a shuttle, €5 per person, but we're not going to do that. We're going to go on foot. So as you can see, getting off the ship is an easy process here in Malaga. Come right off the gangway, down through security, and into the town. I do believe the shuttle leaves from here, but like I said, we're going to walk it. And it looks like you could do an open-top bus tour. We're not going to be doing that after the one we did in Lisbon a few days ago. If you missed that video, it was a disaster. Not the video, but the open-top bus experience was a disaster. And if you missed it, we'll put it in the description down below. So we are giving the shuttle bus a miss at €5 a piece. I'm sure it's fine, but it's not far at all. I mean, there's a beach right there. It's not the nicest beach in the world. Malaga does have a lovely beach though, a city beach. I would imagine that a lot of passengers are not going to get much further than this. Can't really say that I blame them. This is the first chiringuito that we've come across. It's La Farola. Chiringuito is like a beach restaurant, beach barbecue. La Farola means the lighthouse. And there it is. And that was a fancy one, but this is what most chiringuitos look like. You can see here they've got the barbecue, huge barbecue to roast. Sardines is mostly what they specialize in. And they're all up and down Espeton. They're all up and down for miles and miles on this beach. So we could have continued on down the beach, but we're going to turn into the city. Historic Center. So the smell in these gardens, there's jasmine and there's roses and all sorts of flowers, and the smell is really overwhelming. It's beautiful. And of course lemons, lemon trees. Andalusia is famous for its lemons. Right, let's go up all the stairs in the world. There's a big wall of bougainvillea. So there's the ship, the Anthem of the Seas in the background. It is 9 in the morning and it is 80 degrees Fahrenheit, or 25 degrees, and 100,000,000% humidity. This was maybe not the right day to walk up the stairs to the old quarter.
Stupid. In flip-flops.
I'm getting complaints from Teen 1.
Oh, shut up, don't post this.
There's the bull ring,
Oh yeah, should go watch
where they still actually have bullfights. So they've already climbed all that slope, and we still have this one.
It's your fault for making us go on this.
It's not my fault.
Yes.
I didn't build it.
You made
And look, still have all that way to go.
what a dumb idea.
It wasn't a dumb idea. Right, just to give you a wayfinding point, we're not done yet. There's the ship. There's that building we passed a little while ago. And this is how far up we are, and this is where we've come. And this is how far, not how far, we still have a ways to go. Well, that was good, very nice people that work here. It was €3.50 for me as an adult, and then for students and children it's €1.50, so €5. And we get to be up here at the very, very top. And apparently they sell water here, which is the main reason. Oh wow. La terracita. This is so nice. So it's 9:30 in the morning. They're closed until 10, but the guy let us buy a couple bottles of water. He took pity on us. Thank you, dude. Gracias. This is Malaga. It's kind of hard to take in the views. There's just so much of it. Cool to just walk along this Arab fort and to see our ship in between the parapets. You keep complaining, I'm going to put you in this jail. And here's the world's most narrow staircase. And once you're up here, you are at the very top. Right, so I've been instructed to look down here. I don't know what I'm going to be looking down into. Oh, Lord.
It's like I don't know what it is.
Hello! Believe it or not, there is more we can see over here. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go inside in this sort of information visitor center museum, where it is even hotter than outside. So that's where we walked up, and that's where we are in miniature form. It is too hot in here to take in any information in any language. Just ask this guy. Now we go all the way back down the way we came, but hopefully it'll be quicker and easier. It is easier, but this is steep on the way down. Luckily they've got like these grips, but man, if it was raining I wouldn't like to do it. And definitely don't wear flip-flops if you're planning to do this. Well, we weren't planning to do it. All that walking, and we could have taken that. So all in all, it's been an hour and a half since we left the ship. We went all the way up to the Gibraltar, walked around the top, and then came back down. So if you have a couple hours to spare in port, it's not a bad thing to do. In fact, it's a fantastic thing to do. Just not with a teen. And I think we're just going to make it back on the ship before that rain comes. It's right behind us. So behind us and on all sides is the queue to get on the shuttle, which is no distance at all. I mean, I understand if you've got a stroller or a pushchair or a mobility vehicle, but don't bother in Malaga. So a great day or a great morning in Malaga, and a great afternoon on the ship. I'm tired. Beth's even more tired. Beth, what have you got there?
I'm in my very cozy Royal Caribbean robe, and we've been sleeping really, really well on here. Like really well. And partly that's because it's a really great cabin, the beds are really comfy, but also we've had these for a while. These are Manta Sleep Masks. When you order them, they send you earplugs as well, which again, I haven't brought with me this time because I don't really have a problem with noise, so it didn't really worry me too much. But this is such an amazing eye mask. I used to have just like a completely silky one, which was great, but this is fantastic because it's silk, which is really good anyway, but it's got separate eye sockets, so it doesn't really crush your eyelashes, which is really nice, and it has an adjustable strap on the back, so it's great. So sleep like a baby.
I've had one too. We've not had a night's sleep without them for a few months. In fact, I don't envisage ever having a night's sleep without them. My one is the Manta Pro, Beth's is the Manta Silk. They've got new ones that have come out since we've had these, but they are fantastic.
And we'll put a link in the description below.
We will put a link in the description down below. But for now, we'll say goodnight and we'll see you in Cadiz, Spain. Bye! So we're docked in Cadiz, Spain, 75 miles southwest of Seville. We haven't been here in, again, about 20 years. And we're going to go explore and see what Cadiz has in store. The clouds are meant to break up, so the sun should come out soon. Are you taking your fan?
Of course. Although, España, por favor.
This is good. I've got like a map and I've got shops and restaurants.
Big map,
I know, we got both.
so you can see where you are in Spain.
Oh, there we are.
Seville's really far, but Jerez is a really nice city if you've been to Cadiz and you want to do something different.
So Beth just said not to do the hop-on, hop-off
There's
bus here in Cadiz.
not a lot to see here.
Not enough to see. Also, it was a disaster in Lisbon.
So Cadiz, as they say, we say Cadiz, in Spanish they say Cadiz, is in Andalusia. And we actually lived here for a year back in the early
2000s? Yeah,
Well,
not in Cadiz.
Cadiz. We lived in Andalusia. We actually lived
In Malaga
in
province.
Estepona, in Malaga province.
So according to the app, this is called Spain Square.
I think this is a really good city if you just want to get off and explore.
Yeah, definitely. You don't really need anything planned.
And definitely for price and value, so like eating out and things, this is going to be your best bet.
And the app is quite useful for things to see and do around here. And the port, where the ships dock, is right there, so you don't even have to have a shuttle. So we're actually on our way to see the famous cathedral here in Cadiz, but we just came across this beautiful theater.
If you're going to have tapas, Cadiz is a really good place to do it because
So much
obviously
cheaper.
this is the area of tapas and the price difference is incredible compared to places like Barcelona, which aren't really known for tapas. Tapas is definitely something that they do
Andalus.
down here. The cathedral's not far from here, is it? Which is quite impressive.
Mosaic. So here we are at Cadiz Market.
Where are we going? Down here?
Actually quite lovely, as far as these kind of markets go. Beth is known for doing the worst Scooby-Doo impression ever. And what does that say?
Where?
Right. That's an excellent Scooby-Doo.
So in our trip earlier, everywhere we've gone, we've seen Iberico ham, which is like the nicest, best quality ham in Spain, for like 13, 14 euros for a big bocadillo. Here you can get a bocadillo for 4.90.
Oh wow, look at that.
Or cones of like Iberico chorizo and cheese for 2.90, which is really good.
And that's where we're headed. The cathedral. So we were here about 25 years ago on Easter Sunday, wasn't it? And we saw all the procession.
We'll try and find the photos and we'll drop them in here.
If we can. Did they have cameras back then?
Yeah.
Not digital ones. According to the captain, this is called the new cathedral, even though it's like 1,000 years old. Catedral Nueva. We're going to stop for a coffee here in the square. Just enjoy the cathedral. We're not going to go in. Got a bit of a problem when a church
But if
charges
they don't-
8 euros to go
if they
in
don't
for a person.
charge-
But if they don't charge, they'll get overrun, I suppose, yeah. Well, this is a neat little place.
Yeah, this is really nice.
It's all bullfighting inside.
Not that we approve, we don't agree
No,
with
no,
bullfighting,
no.
but it's,
It's Andalus.
yeah.
It's all bullfighting in here.
Hi.
All bullfighting all
Wait,
the
what
time.
happened?
Even the wine. I don't know what this is. Is it another market?
Like a tourist market.
Let's walk in the middle of the market stalls things. Oh, we're all the way back here to the port.
No, we're right at the side of
I
the
know,
port,
but
aren't
like
we?
there's the Regent ship. It's definitely nicer here than it ever used to be.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're just older and slower.
No, because none of this was, it was a bit more rundown.
I mean, look up
this
here.
Area.
Look up
yeah,
here.
it's lovely now.
The leaves are starting to change here. You can kind of feel autumn in the air. It's hot, but what is it, the 22nd of August? These leaves are starting to change too, Beth.
Yeah.
So this is the complete opposite side as to where the cruise ship dock.
Literally 5 minutes.
Called Playa de la Caleta. Playa de la Caleta.
And it's a nice little playa.
It's lovely. I mean, it's crowded, but nowhere near as crowded as...
It's all locals as well.
Yeah, it is all the Spanish. Way down there, it is kind of like a
Trying
beach
to
in
find
England.
like a little Tringuito or something. Should we go and look along there?
Yeah.
This would be really good if you've got small children. They just want to play on the sand because
Yeah.
it's a bay, so it's really safe. You can see how far out it goes. Look.
There's over 4,000 passengers on our ship, and I don't think any of them are here. Maybe a few. Well, 4, at least.
Should I walk around the park?
Could do.
This is Parque Genovese. Genovese.
The Genovese Garden. What a lovely little park. Oh, so
So it's a
they're listing all the
botanical
plants that you can
garden,
come
and
find.
You can see all the different plants. The ones in our garden haven't done very well.
This is a little find.
This is lovely and it's free. It's a botanical garden. You can do a trail and look at the different plants.
So on the lookout, or the listen out for parrots. I heard some.
Parakeets up there.
Parakeets? That's not a huge park, but it's a really nice one. I'm glad we found it. And one of the best parts is, as you leave, you come down here to the sort of promenade area, which we can follow all the way around to the port where we've docked. You can hear them. I can literally hear them as close as anything, I just can't see them.
That's a pigeon.
She's gonna have like a platform.
Found you.
What are you saying? Oh, girls getting probably like 4.
Well, we have 2 hungry teens who,
Oh, they are kicking off now.
man, are they vile. So we're going to get back on the ship and put some Sorrentos in their faces before we do roller skating. I also feel like with the leaves changing, it kind of feels like the end of our
Yeah, it feels
summer
like it's
vacation
time to
and
kind
this
of go
vacation,
back
and we have to go back to school and work.
I don't want no time.
No, tug. That looks nicer than it did this morning. Also, we just got told by the captain as we're sailing away now that tonight we're going to have gales up to 30 knots.
Well, no, he didn't say gales, he said wind.
Wind, sorry, up to 30 knots,
Up to
which
25 knots,
Beth just looked up, that's force 8. So the show should be very interesting tonight. I remember once you and I did a show in force 7. Oh no, we did more than that, didn't we?
I don't remember.
I remember force 7. But that was a fantastic day in Cadiz. Thank you so much for joining us on this series. If you haven't subscribed yet to Traveling Routines, click that now, and we'll see you on board the P&O Azura at the end of October for a 7-day Canary Island cruise. Can't wait. See you then.